Hey guys, it's Destiny, and today we're going to be discussing Jade as she will be releasing in less than 2 weeks. And before we get into today's video, let me know one game you guys would recommend for others to try. And my recommendation for today has to be Fire Emblem Three Houses. Lastly, if you guys enjoy videos like these, do make sure to subscribe to win your next 50/50 and also hit the like button to support the video. Now, let's get straight into it. To begin, I wanted to discuss Jade's kit from what we do know so far. Jade will be a Quantum Erudition character, which makes her our second Quantum Erudition character after Xing Shui. Both of them have vastly different playstyles though, as Jade will be more follow-up centric with her skill kit, as well as being more skill point positive in comparison. Jade's basic attack is pretty unique compared to most characters' basic attacks, as she will not target one enemy with her basic attack, but rather an enemy in adjacents, which gives her nice AoE potential right off the bat. As for Jade's skill, she will apply this onto one ally on the team, and they will be granted a speed buff, and when they attack, they'll also deal additional damage now. This does come at a cost though, since the ally that Jade used her skill on will now consume HP when they do attack enemies, and it was mentioned in the live stream that if you do decide to use Jade's skill on herself, unfortunately she will not get the speed buff or consume HP when attacking, so picking a team member to use Jade's skill on instead will be your best bet. As one of Jade's most important mechanics, it will be her follow-up attacks. Jade will unleash a follow-up attack whenever she gets 8 stacks, and whenever Jade attacks an enemy or the ally that she used her skill on attacks enemies, then Jade will get stacks to unleash her follow-up attack. If we take a close look, the stacks will be based off of how many enemies are hit, so if there are 5 enemies on the field and Jade's ally hits all 5 at once, this will allow Jade to get 5 stacks immediately out of the 8 needed. Since Jade's basic attack hits 3 enemies at once, Jade will be able to grant herself 3 stacks with her basic attacks. A way to get Jade stacks pretty quickly would of course be if you are in more AoE scenarios where there are multiple enemies or having an ally that attacks very frequently. One quick example of this would be if you use another AoE character alongside Jade, let's say Herta, and there's 5 enemies on the field. Jade can get 3 stacks with one attack as she will attack the main enemy in adjacents, and then Herta's skill can get 5 stacks since Herta's skill will hit all the enemies on the field. This will allow Jade to quickly get the 8 stacks she needs to unleash her follow-up attack. Since Jade will be skill point positive, you will be able to take advantage of the ally alongside Jade using their skill points more often. Another cool thing I noticed from the livestream is that Jade can actually have more than 8 stacks at a time for her follow-up attack, as she had 11 out of the 8 stacks necessary, and then when she unleashed her follow-up attack, she had 3 stacks left over. A pretty cool bonus Jade will have though is that each time Jade unleashes a follow-up attack, she will get crit damage stacks as shown in the live stream, and this will allow Jade to get pretty high crit damage from these stacks the more follow-up attacks she unleashes onto enemies. As for Jade's ultimate, she will literally step on you and will attack all enemies with her serpent. This will allow her next 2 follow-up attacks to also be enhanced and deal more damage. As for Jade's technique, enemies will refrain from attacking her, and she will actually be able to start off the battle with 5 of these stacks that will increase her crit damage. Jade's kit will be heavily reliant on the frequency of her follow-up attacks, which if they are pretty often, she can output frequent follow-up damage onto enemies. Now that we've gone over Jade's kit, let's go over some synergies and key things to keep in mind when you are building a team with a character such as Jade. When it comes to Jade's team synergies, she will benefit the most from an ally that either attacks multiple enemies or an ally that has very high attacking frequency. One team synergy can be Jade and Blade. Jade's skill makes an ally consume their HP, so this can end up being a pretty fun synergy. Blade can now get his follow-up attacks faster. Blade will be able to attack 3 enemies with his enhanced basic attack, which will grant Jade 3 stacks out of the 8 she needs each time he attacks, and his follow-up attack will attack all enemies, which can allow Jade to get 5 additional stacks depending on how many enemies are on the field. As a result, Jade and Blade can be a pretty nice synergy for getting Blade far more frequent follow-up attacks due to him having an additional HP consumption from Jade's skill, and Jade also being able to get more frequent follow-up attacks because of how frequent Blade will now be attacking. The remainder of the team would primarily be a buffing or debuffing ally, and then a sustain to heal the team up. The livestream showed this particular synergy, which is Herta and Jade, Herta attacks all enemies on the field very frequently, and since Jade will increase the speed of an ally that she uses her skill on, this can allow the team member that is helping her get more stacks attack more often. Jing Yuan can be a nice partner due to him being able to attack all enemies with a skill and ultimate, and then also having Lightning Lord come up, which can help Jade get additional stacks. You can also consider Argenti due to his AoE capabilities, but I would keep in mind the other team members you use on the team to ensure that Jade as well as Argenti are benefiting. Himeko can also be an option due to her follow-up attacks, skills, and so on, but do keep in mind that the HP drain from Jade's skill does go against Himeko's trace benchmark for the additional crit rate that Himeko will be able to have. If you do have a sustain on the team though who can heal the team often, you'll be able to manage this far easier and it won't really be as much of a concern. It's just mainly something to keep in mind. There's also the possibility of Clara, as the more she's hit, the more follow-up attacks she will do, and then of course her skill also will hit multiple enemies. An interesting synergy though could actually be using Jade's skill on Pela. Pela's ultimate will hit all enemies. Only issue though is that Pela is only hitting one enemy outside of her ultimate. But if your Pela is really fast, this can allow her to attack more often and also get her ultimate more often. So it is an interesting synergy possibility you could try out, but I would recommend a dual DPS route way more. For supportive options, Ruame or Robin can be nice options for dual DPS comps. You can use Tingyun to buff up Jade and then also get more energy to have more enhanced follow-up attacks. Bronya can be used to push forward Blade, and this can help with Blade attacking even more often, which means more stacks for Blade himself as well as Jade. And then once I am able to do Jade showcases, I'll definitely see what I can discover and test out with just how many synergies she potentially has. Just as a baseline though, more enemies on the field will be best case scenario for Jade. She will be a very powerful character in pure fiction for sure, and if there is a Memory of Chaos with multiple enemies on the field, I could see her having potentially nice runs of Memory of Chaos, but this definitely does depend on what the enemies are weak to and the turbulence and just overall the team comp that is being used. Now though, let's go over some build ideas for Jade. When it comes to building Jade, due to her follow-up centric nature as well as being quantum, two sets that immediately come to mind would be the Duke follow-up set as well as the Genius of Brilliant Stars set. For planars, I would recommend Inert Salcedo as she'll get more crit rate and also increased ultimate and follow-up damage. You could also consider this set here as it'll be pretty nice for pure fiction as you'll be able to get additional crit damage. As for stats, you'll want to focus on her crit stats, particularly her crit rate, as she will be getting a bunch of crit damage stacks just from unleashing her follow-up attacks. So being able to get more crit rate from, of course, whatever relics you do have equipped on her will be very useful. She'll also appreciate, of course, attack stats for more damage. A quantum orb will be pretty nice as well. For light cones, her signature of course will more than likely be the best bet, but once we get more information on that, I'll be making a video on getting either her E1 or signature light cone, which one has better value. Other light cones for Jade can be the Seriousness of Breakfast as it'll increase Jade's damage and attack. External Calculus can be used for the attack increases and will be best used in modes such as Pure Fiction so that you can get the most attack boost from attacking multiple enemies. The Birth of Self can be nice for additional follow-up damage. Today's Another Peaceful Day can be used for damage increases based off of Jade's energy cost. And then you also will have Night on the Milky Way. This icon will be nice if there are multiple enemies on the field for the attack increases. And if Jade does actually weakness break an enemy, then her damage dealt will be increased for a turn as well. Overall, Jade will have numerous options you can use, but I'll be able to give more firm suggestions once I am able to test her and make my guide, as well as review how significant her signature light cone will be. I thought I'd also quickly show here the materials you'll need to get Jade to level 80 with level 8 traces and a level 4 basic attack, and here's what you'll need for maxed out traces for Jade. When it comes to Jade's kit so far, I do think an AoE scenario she'll be very useful, especially for those who struggle for pure fiction. Jade will be a great option for that. Depending on the entirety of her kit can improve her versatility as a character when it comes to what she can provide for an account, but I'll make sure to share my thoughts on Jade once I am able to test her out, and I'd love to know what you guys think about Jade's kit so far. Do you guys think she is more niche due to her primarily wanting a bunch of enemies on the field, which now makes her pretty good for modes like Pure Fiction, or do you feel like she'll also be good outside of modes like Pure Fiction, depending on which synergy you pair her up with? That'll be all from me though. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, do make sure to subscribe for more Star Rail content, leave a like to support the video, and I'll be releasing more Jade videos pretty soon. Also, for those interested in Zenless Zone Zero, which is coming out pretty soon, make sure to check out my secondary channel for that. I hope you all have a nice one like always. Peace.